and welcome once again to another power packed episode of Career Acceleration with Technology. Proudly brought to you by Amoget Radio Communications, your trusted voice for digital empowerment and workplace relevance in the 21st century. I'm your host, Adeola Gbadebo, and as always, it's an honor to guide you through conversations that equip you with the skills, mindset, and strategies that matter in today's fast evolving career landscape. In our last episode, we dove into tech-enabled networking, leveraging digital communities and platforms for career growth. We were able to uncover the power of online communities like LinkedIn, Twitter, WhatsApp, Slack channels, and professional groups, and how they are fast becoming the launch pads for referrals, collaborations, mentorship, and job opportunities. We discussed the importance of intentional engagement and how just one thoughtful comment, message, or shared thoughts or insights can spark a meaningful connection, sometimes even a breakthrough opportunity. If you missed that episode, please go back and listen, go through our YouTube channel, Amoget Radio Communications, because in today's world, your network is not just who you know, it's who knows what you can do also. If someone knows what you can do, that person can refer you. Word of mouth referral is one of the best marketing methods, one of the best ways by which you can get jobs, you can have the opportunities to display your skills, and so on. Today, our topic is design thinking for career problem solving. Design thinking for career problem solving. Now, there's something we all need to know. In the world today, yesterday, and tomorrow, you will only be relevant. Those who have been relevant, those who are still relevant, and those who will be relevant tomorrow are those who have solved problems, solving problems, and will continue to solve problems for others. Therefore, you need to solve problems. You need to develop your problem solving skills, so much so that you can continue to grow in your career or your business. So, design thinking is not just for engineers or tech product teams. It's a powerful mindset and methodology that you can apply to solve your career challenges, navigate uncertainty, and unlock new opportunities, no matter what industry you're in. In a world where change is constant and the perfect path doesn't exist, design thinking helps you adapt, experiment, and grow through human-centered creative and iterative thinking. Design thinking is a 5-stage process used to solve complex problems by deeply understanding the user, redefining problems, and generating innovative solutions. The stages are empathize, that is, understand your experience, pain points, and goals. Define, to clearly articulate the career challenge you're facing. Ideate, That is to brainstorm possible strategies or pathways. Prototype, to try small experiments, e.g., online courses, shadowing a role, mock interviews, and so many other things. 5. Test, that is, evaluate what worked, what didn't work, and refine your direction. It's not about having all the answers, it's about having a process for discovering them. You may not have all the answers at once, but if you have a well defined process for discovering them, it's a matter of time that the answers begin to unveil themselves onto you. So, how does this apply to your career? How does this apply to your career? Let's say you are stuck in a job you no longer enjoy, or unsure whether to pursue tech, creative, or consulting roles, or you've been applying for jobs with no response. Instead of frustration or random action, you can apply design thinking. Number one, you empathize with yourself and ask the question: what excites you? What drains you? Define the real problem. Is it the job, the culture, or the growth path? Ideate multiple routes. At least you can look at it. Is it a new job that you need? Do you need a lateral move? Do you need to learn some things online? Do you need to get a mentor? There are different ones, different things. And so, prototype a change. That is, volunteer somewhere, take a free course, or build a mini project. Test and learn. Measure what gives you energy and results, then commit more deeply. Let's take a few real life examples. Today is a mechanical engineer and use design thinking to pivot into product design after realizing that his favorite part of engineering was problem solving with users in mind. He prototyped his new path to taking a UX bootcamp and landed a role within 6 months. I'll take another example. Ada, a community health worker was unsure about going into public health, as a public health policy or education. Through ideation and testing, she interned in both spaces, right? Interviewed professionals and eventually applied for a scholarship in health communications, a perfect middle ground. So you can see, this is Ada who was confused whether she could. She's a health, community health worker. I was unsure of whether she should go into public health policy or education. And this, I only changed the name. This is a very true life story of someone who came to me for counseling. And I told her, look, what you need to do is to volunteer in both spaces. Volunteer in the policy area, volunteer in the education area also. And when you do that, you'll be able to see that which one resonates better with you, which one you are able to get better results. Fortunately for her, at the place of internship, she got a scholarship in health communications. Now, if you look at health communications, you look at it, you see that it's somewhat like a combination of the public health policy and public health education. After all, someone has to communicate it, someone has to throw it out, make it open, make it known, you know. So, and that's it. While she was trying to, solve, pick in between two, and now, so while she was doing that in between, she was able to discover something even better that resonated better with her. Okay, so let's talk about Raymond, who was frustrated with constant job rejections, applying for jobs. And I know many of us are in that position where you've been applying for so many jobs, applying application upon application, yet they're all rejected. So Raymond was also frustrated with constant job rejections. Then he defined his problem as lack of interview traction. He prototyped new resume formats. Then what did he do? He practiced with mock interviews, and within weeks landed multiple callbacks. So what did Raymond do? Raymond was advised to get people who are like mentors and all that in business, and then they set up a mock interview for him, asked him those questions where he made mistakes in some places, and they corrected him. After the interview, they showed him the interview result. He didn't do well, and they told him this is the reason why you didn't do well. This is why you didn't do well. And then because they continued to show him, and he continued that way, he got better and better until within a few weeks, he said he rejigged his resume, sent them out again. He was called for interviews and he passed, landed, some multiple roles. They called him back to say, look, we need you to, and he got talking. So eventually he will be able to choose one of those who called him back. So this is something that is applicable to our life. Design thinking. What are the steps again? Empathize. And what do you mean to empathize? To understand your experience, to understand the pain points, to understand the goals. Now let's apply to you solving a problem from someone now. With design thinking, you want to listen to that person. The person is talking, is telling you about his or her problem. You are listening and you are trying to get the pain points from it. What does this person want to achieve? Why is he unable to achieve it? You are writing them. You are taking notes of those pain points, and you're asking yourself, so what are the challenges there? You are defining it. The pain points will help you when you are able to listen, participate in what we call active listening. You'll be able to get, the pain of the customer. And from that, you'll be able to define what the problem is. Having defined what the problem is, now you are trying to brainstorm on different strategies or different pathways, different ideas by which you can solve that problem. Sometimes you need to design a new pathway. Sometimes it's just innovating around one that is existed. Maybe it's just to change, just tweak a few things here and there, and then this person is already and you're already seeing the solution ahead. So do a prototype, try different small things from the ideas you got, try different ones, and see which one would work. You can even call some of those customers, some of the people who have been complaining, and ask if they will be willing to participate to do some survey, participate in a survey, and then from what they tell you about their survey from their company, so you can send those things out and they give you their note, give you their feedback. From there you can eventually arrive at the last one, so which is your test stage, where you'll be able to now test, to say we're testing it with surveys and all that, and then you arrive at the correct answer. So this is not something that is this is something, agile thinking is something that every young person in this 21st century must engage in in personal life, in the career growth, and everything. So there are not lucky breaks. There are outcomes of structured, creative, human-centered thinking. Expensive when you be looking for money to do. Just have, you know, small steps, small things that you can do to contest, and write it down. And if you're willing, you can send it to us through our email, contact at theamoge.org, or you can send to our WhatsApp number +234 810 999 6666. I'll take that again. +234 810 999 6666. I want to leave you with this quote. Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works. That is by Steve Jobs. So apply that same thinking to your career. Don't just react. Design it. So we'd love to hear from you. You have a career problem you'd like to workshop, or a design thinking success story that you'd like to share. Just like I said, you can send your thoughts and feedbacks via email, contact at theamoge.org, contact at theamoge.org, or reach out to us on our WhatsApp number +234 810 999 6666, +234 810 999 6666. We would love to hear from you. Would love to see, even if it is not about this topic, if it's any of the topics or any of our broadcasts on Amalgate Communication. I'm sure you know that we have broadcasts running from Mondays through to Fridays, 5 p.m. Nigerian time, and you can always listen to us. You can tune in anytime and get valuable insights on different aspects of life and career that can propel you into onto the next level. Yeah. So remember, this career acceleration we take, yes, every Monday at 5 p.m. And 11 a.m. Eastern time on Amalgate Radio Communications. And until next time, I am Adiola Gbadebo, reminding you that when the path ahead is unclear, design a new one. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye bye.